Well, welcome once again to the Moscow Region Basketball Center. For the second year running, the Eurocup final will be a contest between Russian and Spanish teams. We're looking at Valencia at the moment, and they are trying to become the first team to win the Eurocup 3 times. They won it in 03, they won it in 2010, and here they are 2 years later in the final again. 200 Valencia fans have made it all the way from southern Spain, and there's their coach Vladimir Perasovic. Only been in the job for 4 months with this particular club. Vastly experienced player and coach nowadays. And here's Khimki. Khimki, they're looking to win their first ever European trophy. And the bulk of the fans here at the Moscow Region Basketball Center will be shouting and hoping that their team win their first ever European trophy. And of course, another incentive for both teams is the fact that the winners of the Eurocup earn a direct pass to the regular season of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. And they'll be following in the footsteps of Unix Kazan, who beat KSL Seville in last year's final and who made this season's Euroleague quarterfinals. Well, there's history between these two teams. Back in 2009, Khimki beat Valencia 76-73 in the Eurocup quarterfinals, when the quarterfinals were played on a one-off basis. And then Khimki went on to lose the final against Lietuvos Rytas. Well, both teams look pretty impressive in the semi-finals. Valencia led Lietuvos Rytas by 20 at one stage before winning 80-70. And Khimki, they came back from trailing by 10 to beat Spartak St. Petersburg 77-73. I'm Roy Birch, and with me, as ever, is Mickey Bet. Mickey, this could go right down to the wire.
Well, Roy, thanks very much. It's going to be an interesting battle. I think we've probably got the 2 best teams in this tournament in the final. There's no doubt about it. 2 teams that have really got the guns to probably go further into that EuroLeague competition next year. Now, this game is the open ticket. There's no doubt about it. If you don't win this game, then you have to go back into your domestic leagues and make sure you triumph in the playoffs later stages. So it's a huge game for both teams. You see the Valencia line up there. Look out for number 13, Vitor Favarani, who I think scored 10 points yesterday in that victory over Lietuvos Rytas from Lithuania. And he will be off the bench. I'm sure he won't start. Nando De Colo there, the French international, who is quietly becoming one of the top guards in Europe. But I fancy a great game. Maybe the home crowd will drag this Khimki team to their first title.
Yeah, but Valencia coach Vladimir Perasovic made an observation that Khimki went to the foul line for 28 free throws in their game against Spartak St. Petersburg compared to just 7 for the St. Petersburg team. He said, well, that's just purely a coincidence. So I think just a little bit of mind games there. He hopes that the 3 officials aren't swayed by the crowd, but we've got 3 very, very experienced officials. We've got Garino Sarabuc from Italy, Christos Christodoulou from Greece, and Eddie Viator from France, and I'm sure they will not be swayed by the crowd. We will have a distinctly non-partisan team of officials.
No, I think it's just a smart thing to do. Just getting the minds of the referees for the game, make sure they're thinking about both teams, and you'd expect them to anyway. There's complete impartiality in this game, but you want a little edge coming in. You want to play, like as you said, Roy, play a few mind games.
Yeah, this venue was decided well before Khimki knew that they were in this Final Four situation. They had to fight their way here. This Eurocup competition began way back in October when there were 32 teams playing in 8 groups of 4. The top 2 teams from each group of 4 went through to the last 16. Another 4-group situation, or 14-group situation, and then the top 2 teams made the last 8 the quarterfinals, and the quarterfinals were played on a home and away basis. Well, Valencia lost away, but they absolutely trounced their opponents on their home court in Spain. And Khimki, they too shared games against Lokomotiv Kuban. Won by 9 here and lost by 6 or 7 away. There's Coach Parasovic, great player in his playing days. Played with Yugoslavia and Croatia and played for the fabulous Split club, Jugoplastika Split. There's Rimas Kurtinaitis, another fantastic player in his younger days and has become a well-renowned coach. To quote him yesterday, it's important that Khimki get to the EuroLeague next year. It's important they win this competition because they are a team rich in resources, but not rich in trophies. And they are after their first ever top-notch trophy. There's Kresimir Lonchar.
I think it's their third final, Roy, too. I think they've been into a FIBA European final before and lost there. They lost, obviously, here. Well, not here, but in this competition to Lietuvas in 2009 with that young man. So that man there coaching.
Yeah, the irony of it is that the man on your screen there, Rimas Kurtinaitis, was actually coached to Lietuvas Rytas when the Lithuanian side beat Khimki. And Khimki went into the final period of that game leading by 15, and a remarkable 27-12 fourth period by the Lithuanians stunned the Khimki coach, Sergio Scariolo, in those days.
I tell you what, I'm going to go back to yesterday's semi-final when Spartak led by 10 going into the deep into that fourth quarter. All of a sudden, the Khimki offense woke up, the Khimki defense started playing, and you could hear in the aftermatch reports from Nielsen that wasn't the way they'd played most of the game to start yesterday's game. So there was obviously changes. They were looking forward to the final, perhaps before they'd even got there. I wonder whether Valencia might just prove a big upset tonight. A team that really is well seasoned. I think they're in 5th place in the ACB. They've won 16 and lost 12 in that league. So 5th place gives you 12 losses. It's a very, very competitive league they come from, and will hopefully hold them strong today.
Yeah, the Russian league very strong as well. Possibly the second strongest or even equal first strongest in Europe nowadays. Spain, the ACB, they've always been strong and attracted the best players. They're such a competitive league. That is, everybody can beat everybody in there. Although obviously the top teams, Barcelona, Real Madrid, KSL, etc., Vitoria, they normally share the honours. But every team can beat every team in that league, and it's getting to the case now in Russia as well. Khimki are actually top of the league. They are just above Cheska, but then they played one more game. Cheska lost 1, Khimki lost 2. So it is a very, very competitive league, and it's so healthy to play in a competitive domestic league when you come to big finals like this. Victor Claver there, Spanish international. Suffered last season with, I think it was a broken leg, but has come back in 100% fitness now, and an integral part of this Valencia team. There's Andrew Ogilvie. Now, we didn't see him in the semi-final. Didn't come off the bench. We've not heard any reports of a bad injury, but he definitely didn't come off the bench. And normally, well, he started several times for his team, Valencia, but didn't make the semi-final yesterday, the big Australian. I just wonder whether we're going to see him today.
Interesting enough, Roy, 7 players are vying for their second Eurocup title tonight. 3 players have only done that previously, so it's a lot in store for a lot of players here who've also won this tournament before.
So, fabulous atmosphere here at the Moscow Region Basketball Center. It's the final of the 2011-2012 Eurocup. Khimki in yellow, playing against Valencia. Not in their traditional orange. It would have been too much of a clash, orange and yellow. Orange and lemons. But I'm sure that won't faze Valencia at all. Look at the crowd there, that huge bank of Valencia supporters. And there the man, number 17, that's Rafa Martinez, hit 2 3-pointers at the beginning of that game yesterday against Lietuvas Rytas. Only scored 6 points in the game. They all came in the opening couple of minutes. But Valencia led for the entire game.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how they mark up Martinez. They won't give him any space at all, and the 6 points he scored were in the first, like you said, Roy, the first 45 minutes, seconds, a minute maybe.
Andrei Kirilenko there, fantastic Russian player, played for 10 years at the Utah Jazz, and came back really to help Cheska back to their glorious antics in the EuroLeague. Now that's got to be retaken. That was a bad throw-up actually from our official, Mr. Christos Christodoulou.
And the second one wasn't much better either, but Rafa Martinez stole in there.
Not an easy skill, you know, throwing the ball up. Anyway, here we go. Nick Kenna-Medley takes the ball under his arm.
They're trying to open up Martinez straight away.
Markovic. And the foul, first foul of the game, I think is against Ukraine. Who is it against? Well, it's against Khimki. Now,
it was on the shooter. Victor Claver went to shoot the shot. Monya's fouled him, it looks like. Just followed through on the as he went to block the shot.
Victor Claver, 10 points in that semi-final. No Valencia player really dominated in that semi-final. The points were spread out evenly there. Top scorer got 12 points. That's Brad Newley, Nick Kenna-Medley, 12 points, and everyone else chipped in. Or most of the other players chipped in, rather. Victor Claver with the second foul shots.
Interesting enough, Roy, both these teams caused turnovers for their semi-final opponents last night. I think Ritas had 17, Spartak at 18.
So Victor Claver gets the scoreboard moving.
My point being, both these teams will play some solid defense.
2 from 3 for Claver.
Now look at the height difference there. Victor Claver is guarding Igor Vyaltsev, who is known to be a shooter. They're a big, tall team, Valencia.
Again, a surprise inclusion in the starting 5, I think, Vyaltsev. And there's a foul. Referees setting out their stall very early on. End line ball to Khimki.
I didn't see where that foul was on. I think it's on the far side there, not on the screen.
It's against Kenna-Medley.
Just get some clarification of that.
Markovic, good Dinar defense on the out-of-bounds play.
It was on Zoran Planinic, Roy, way
well,
off the ball.
That's an early foul for a key player to pick up. Fouled out yesterday as well, when the game was won. Oh, nice pass inside. Oh, Lancha missed the first shot, but kept at it, stayed with it, and tipped it in and shook his head saying, why did I miss that first shot? Doesn't matter, he got the tip.
Yeah, sorry, I'll get clarification. The foul was on Markovic against Planinic. I got misread my stats here.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Planinic picked up the foul, it would have been an offensive foul, wouldn't it? Kenna-Medley travels, yep.
Yeah, well, that's the first time I've seen Kenna-Medley actually penetrate into the hoop. He didn't do it yesterday very much. Stay with his jump shot. Lancha plays great defense here, bumps him out of the way, calls the travel.
Yeah, great example there. Keep your hands out the way. Get them up in the air. Don't give the referee an inkling of calling a holding foul. Another off-the-ball foul. It's Markovic again, I think. Yeah, Markovic has obviously got the assignment.
I think that might be Lishtuk, Roy. Sergei Lishtuk there, just bumping the cut.
Well, the noise incessant here at the basketball center in Moscow region, and really you can't hear yourself think. It would be it's very difficult to communicate out there. Lancha defended by Lishtuk. Lancha gets the rebound. Now, he came off the rim, surely. Well, obviously not. Tough defense from Valencia.
Roy, Khimki going to find one thing in this game, is that playing at home necessarily doesn't give you an advantage all the time. When we go back to that semi-final, the quarter-final against Kuban here, where it was tied up most of the game, the semi-final yesterday, they're 10 down in the fourth quarter. Valencia have a big advantage in the fact that Khimki are playing in front of their home fans and may get very, very nervous.
With a bit of a weave out the top and travel, surely. Lishtuk, yeah. Yeah, caught the ball inside and was immediately confronted by a Khimki defender and took 2 steps. You catch it standing still, you're only allowed 1. Here we
go.
Great
rotation. Look at Planinic is the one that causes the travel.
And again,
over quickly, and a big tap on the rear end from Krasmir Lancha.
And again, Planinic keeping his hands well out the way. Kalati. Planinic. Holding foul again. It's Lisztuk again, I think.
No, it's Lonchar.
Oh, Lonchar hooking.
Foul. Yeah.
we could have a very low-scoring game, and we could have a procession to the bench if the referees carry on like this. Oh, a Croatian player there, just on an offensive foul against a Ukrainian. And that Ukrainian goes to the hoop, misses, and Kanamedli can't get the flying rebound.
Well, that would have been an acrobatic move, wouldn't it? As Planic for 3. Both teams shot pretty well yesterday. I think Valencia hit 9 threes, and Khimki had to hit 10 in the end to win their game.
Yeah, how long is it going to take for both teams to settle down in this big final? Nerves taking their toll at the moment. Planic. Kresimir Lonchar in the post. And the field goal for Zoran Planic to give Khimki the lead.
Yeah, won that well. Look at that pass fake. Just drew the defense away, gave him the space for the shot.
Lonchar's foul, I think. That's his second.
Yeah, that's a tough call too. Just step down. He knows he's shaking the head. He knows he's going to be sitting down in about 10 seconds time. Great play from Markovic. Comes over the screen, sees the defense approaching, takes him on one-on-one, draws the foul.
So the new father, Kresimir Lonchar, probably not had a lot of sleep in the last 48 hours. Takes a seat on the bench.
Well, Zukanenko's in the game now. Very rarely comes in first quarter.
Markovic. And great rebounds, Sergej Monia. Kalati into Zukanenko. The 3 goes in, 7-2. As Valtiev, well, falls over on his way back in celebration. So a surprise here, the inclusion in the starting 5 of Igor Valtiev. Proving his coach right to select him in that position. Martinez goes inside, nice easy layup, no help from Khimki.
Well, that was made by Lisztuk, wasn't it? Lisztuk had his man on his back, kept him there. Yeah, there's no chance for Zukanenko getting over there to help. But if he's looking at Zukanenko, what do you do?
Very low scoring situation so far. 4 minutes played and it's only 7-4 to Khimki. Planic against Markovic. Planic goes inside, strong move. 6'7", probably 6'7" and a bit against Markovic, who stands at 191, which equates to about 6'3", I think.
Yeah, well, Markovic isn't small, is he? But Markovic is supposed to be the up-and-coming best, one of the best guards in Europe, and Planic is saying, well, you're going to have to play against the old best guard in Europe.
Nice pass inside from Markovic, and Lisztuk an open 2.
This is going to be a good battle at the point guard. Look at this, Markovic versus Planic. There's no doubt about it, these two players will want to test each other.
No 3 this time, and the rebound Martinez. Zukanenko steps out and then helps out. There's Markovic, defended by Planic. Shot clock single figures. Oh, great hands, Kalati. Kalati one-on-one. No, is that goaltending?
No, it's a good block shot there from Kanamedli. Just gets out there. Look at him rise well before anyone for volleyball.
And Kanamedli athletic enough not to land on his own player. Didn't hit the rim, so only 5 seconds taken off the shot clock. There's a holding foul again.
Yeah, De Colo just could not quite manage to get around the right side of Zoran Planic.
I tell you, Mickey, that is a fantastic weapon for any team to have. Such a big point guard in Zoran Planic. He's so difficult to mark.
Yeah, and he just probably has about 10 pounds on in weight on the other guys, so he's probably leaning on them. Oh, not good pass from Valtiev behind the back, I think. Very risky. Yeah, I like the way Planic plays. You know, when he's got a smaller guard, he's going to look to post you up. And very, very influential.
Reminds me of one of the great point guards, of the past. Magic Johnson standing at 6'9". That's a hell of a size for a point guard.
Here he goes again, look, into that low post. That slight travel, I think, yeah.
Almost a handoff as well. Over halfway through this first period, only 3 points separating these two great Eurocup teams vying to become great EuroLeague teams. Remember last year, Unix Kazan, they had a tough battle against Sevilla, but in the end it was a fairly comfortable win. I don't think this is going to be a comfortable win for either team tonight. Yeah, we've had 4 EuroLeague standard teams here in Eurocup Final Four this year. Medley goes inside and is fouled.
You know, Nick Medley made 2 huge threes yesterday, and he had an opportunity to shoot another one there. Takes Zukanenko off the dribble, challenges Monya, draws the foul, and almost gets a drop on it.
So 2 foul shots. Nick Medley,
I think, go on, Roy, sorry.
12 points in the semi-final, 5 rebounds as well, and draws the first foul against Sergej Monya.
I think he's one of the best players in that Spanish league, the ACB, as an American import player. And he played for Estudiantes last year, made through to the quarterfinals of this competition before losing to, was it Cedevita Zagreb? So very, very experienced.
From the University of Maryland, as well as Gran Canaria, played for Seville Estudiantes, as you said, and played in Germany for the Heartland Dragons.
And he's from South Portland, Maine. There aren't many professional athletes from the state of Maine in America, that's for sure.
So 9-8, just over 4 to go in the first period. Planinic looking to draw the foul on Nando De Colo. Oh, great pass from Planinic. And I tell you what, some of these bench players from Khimki having an influential situation at the moment. That's Anton Pushkov.
I don't think he even saw the floor yesterday, did he? Pushkov?
Nope.
But comes in straight away, power move.
Nando De Colo confronted by Planinic. Martinez from the corner hits the 3 and ties things up at 11s.
I'll tell you what, you know you've got a shooter on your hands when he gets one look, one touch, squares up, and that's the result.
Well, he hit 2 early threes yesterday. It's taken him a little bit longer to find his mark today, but finally he did. In fact, he's been given as a long 2, foot on the line perhaps. Well, from where we're sitting, it looked like a 3, but no, the referee made sure, just nodded to the table. Misunderstanding there from Planinic and Zukanenko. Shot clock on 2, Planinic for nothing. Good defense there from Valencia, as one would expect. And look how quickly they get the ball down the floor and regroup. An opportunity now to take the lead for the Spanish club. Nando De Colo inside, gets blocked. And Thomas Colati chases the ball down right into the corner and keeps his balance. Medley the rebound. Nando De Colo, French international, teammate in that French team with a certain Tony Parker.
That's back-to-back turnovers too. De Colo's going to have to be very, very mindful of his concentration levels.
Planinic.
There's a mismatch here, Lustig against Planinic.
Yeah, and so obvious.
Well, he blew it too. I think there should have been a foul somewhere.
Yeah, and Zaninic is telling the referee exactly that. Now,
Pushkov's foul, Roy.
There's that block shot. .2:17 to go, first period of the 2012 Eurocup final. Between 2 great teams vying to become EuroLeague teams. The winner of the Eurocup goes to the following season's EuroLeague regular season. Mind you, the winners, they stand a chance of being EuroLeague teams as well. They have to go through qualifying rounds if they apply, that is, but the winners go through automatically. Nando De Colo on the foul line with an opportunity to give Valencia the lead. Well, they led 2-0, and they haven't led since then.
There's confirmation, Roy, of 5 players aiming to get their second Eurocup title from Valencia. There's 2 on the Khimki squad.
And Valencia looking to win this competition for the 3rd time, take the lead.
That's quite funny, Roy, because the 2 players for Khimki that looking for their second title both played for Valencia. when they won it last with the other 5 on the Valencia team. So it shows you the consistency, the offensive foul here.
And one of those players, Matt Nielsen, won the MVP when Valencia won it last.
Yes, he did.
He's a little bit of a bit player in this Khimki team, getting on, relatively speaking, in age, but still a quality.
In the back of my mind, Roy, did he start yesterday?
He did indeed.
Well, that was probably the bit he was alluding to in the interview afterwards, where they were perhaps looking ahead of the game yesterday, and perhaps resting some players for today's game.
Yeah, only got 2 points in that semi-final yesterday, but well, when you win by 4, those 2 points crucial. Chris Quinn on for the first time tonight, the Khimki guard, number 11. There he is, playing defense. Good help defense from Thomas Kalati. Martinez with Quinn in close attention, and Sergej, well, there's travel.
No, it was out of bounds off Martinez. Now, Martinez is saying he was fouled, but I don't think the referees, I mean, it's one of those things that the referees call it now and again. Maybe a little bit of consistency through this game is needed.
Kalati, Krasimir Lonchar on 2 fouls, sets the pick. On the turnaround, and Khimki regain their lead through Lonchar.
I'll tell you what, Kurtenitis, great coaching. You bring Lonchar back on 2 fouls for the last minute of this first quarter. Hopefully he won't pick up his third, but there's the benefit, 2 points.
Yeah, it's hindsight's wonderful, isn't it? It's great coaching if he doesn't pick up that third.
Yeah, absolutely.
Under 80 seconds remaining, and the rebound by Lonchar.
Yeah, good pass from Martinez. Favorani out of control. Just flipped it up, couldn't get nothing. There's another foul they're not going to call.
Nando De Colo's foul. And Chris Quinn picks the bits up, shakes himself off, and said, "What hit me?" And the answer is Nando De Colo. I don't know what Nando De Colo was trying to do there. He didn't move his feet to get through the screen, tried to get through torso first almost. Out of bounds, Khimki, who lead by 1 with 65 seconds remaining, first period. What a cracking Eurocup final this is building up to be. Thomas Kalati, has he shot yet? He certainly has. That's his first, and inevitably a great shooter nails the 3 for a 4-point Khimki lead. Well, the St. Petersburg coach, Uri Stobzer, when they lost in the semi-final, said too many of our players allowed their shooters to shoot. You cannot allow Thomas Kalati to shoot. You've got to get in his face. Well, Florent Petrus, he hit a 3 there, and he hit 1 in the semi-final as well. Not normally known for a 3-point shooter, but he answers. Now, the travel, yeah.
And Roy, going back to that Petrus 3, they didn't want to give up the low post mismatch with De Colo and Quinn. So the defense backed off Petrus, and as of yesterday, you remember they backed off him yesterday and he hit the 3. So 2 games, 1 3 yesterday, 1 today.
Yeah, Coach Kurtenitis there, just being very, very cautious, taking Lonchar out on those two fouls. There's 24 seconds remaining in the first period. Doesn't want to pick up that third foul. That's so smart.
Defensive possession too. You know, you're more likely to pick up that foul on defense than you are offense.
Here's Martinez. Is he going to call that a carry?
Double
dribble.
Not sure what he did. Double dribble means you get 2 hands on the ball at the same time.
Or you stop the dribble and restart it.
Yeah.
Well, Martinez looking around as if to say, what did I do wrong, ref? Whatever it was, he lost the ball. Markovic back in for Valencia. 14 seconds remaining, first period. Khimki by 1. Oh, Thomas Kalati had to come a long way to retrieve that ball. Here's Chris Quinn. Looking to take the last shot of this first period. Fridzon gets the ball inside. Misunderstanding there. There's the buzzer for the first period. Khimki lead Valencia by 1. A very low-scoring first period. Very cagey from both teams. And is building up to be a cracking Eurocup final. It's the Eurocup final. We're at the Moscow Region Basketball Center with Eurosport 2, and this television station has followed this competition for many years now, going back to 2006 when Dynamo Moscow won it. And who's going to win it? The version of 2012. The Valencia fans think or hope that it's their team against Khimki. It's Florent Pietrus, the French international, and his team trail by 1 at the moment. Khimki in possession at the beginning of the second period. Well, I hope I'm not prejudging anything, but I did use the word wire in my introduction, and it's so close here. The tension, you can almost taste it.
Well, the stats make a little bit of interesting reading with such a low scoreline, in the fact that Valencia 6 from 7 from the free throw line, and Khimki yet to shoot one.
Vitaly Fridzon gets his campaign underway.
Well, he's been the revelation for me, Vitaly Fridzon, scoring, a great shooter from the three-point line, but here's a break.
Fridzon's on the end of the break, and he pulls up for a 5-point lead, 4 points without reply at the beginning of this second period, and that's out of bounds, a Valencia possession.
Well, it's Chris Quinn slipping in there, Roy, for that little shot. But it was Fridzon that almost got the turnover as well.
Vitaly Fridzon comes off the Khimki bench. Rarely starts, but boy, does he make an impact. And a bit of a stunned Valencia at the moment, trailing by 5. The Brazilian goes inside and lays it up. That's the Brazilian Vitor Favarani, described by some of his teammates as a surprise package. Really has improved as a player this season, and the Eurocup has really helped his game. Oh, strong move inside. The Valencia defense seems to have gone AWOL for a few seconds or so. Zoran Planinic laying it up.
It was all about the angles of the screens, and the angle of the defense went over those screens. Planinic found space because the screen was set so well.
Now, Barasevic, the coach to Valencia, was worried about his team going to sleep for a few minutes, and they seem to have done that at the beginning of this second period.
Boy, Favarani looks a bit phased there. I don't know why he didn't spin to the baseline straight away, knowing full well Lonchar was playing on top. He was close to the hoop.
Victor Clever to inbound for Valencia to Markovic. Oh, nice pass inside. Beautiful pass into Favarani.
Oh, he's got such great hands. Look, catches the ball so easy. Squares up so quickly. Exciting prospect is Vitor Favarani, the unknown
Brazilian. And here's a well-known Croatian. Planinic laying it up left-handed. Such a strong player. Back to a 7-point lead now. Shooting nice and high off the glass there. Travel. No, out of bounds.
Yeah, Brad Newley just dropped the pass. I don't think the pass was great, was it? Oh, he should have caught it. He was there for catching.
Yeah, had his foot on the floor when he batted it, so that's out of bounds.
Someone's got to play defense on Zoran Planinic, because right now he's like the puppet master out there, pulling all the strings.
Well, Zoran Planinic is being marked by Brad Newley at the moment. Again, there's a mismatch in height there. Newley's not the smallest player in the world, but he's got his work cut out here. How do you stop that?
Well, look at the 5 that Khimki have on the floor. Planinic, Chris Quinn, and Vitaly Fridzon. A 3-guard offense. Victor Claver has to mark Vitaly Fridzon, and where did he end up scoring? In the post. That's the irony of it. You got a 3-guard offense, and you're still scoring in the paint.
Well, you coach young kids not to shoot off balance, and you cannot say that Zoran Planinic was at all balanced in that position, but his upper body so strong that he had the power and the timing as well to get that shot away, even against a superb defender like Brad Newley.
Yeah, and he was just tempting the foul, wasn't he? He was just egging Newley on to come over and make some contact on the shot, maybe get an and one. Yeah, Valencia have got to solve some problems right now. There's no doubt about it. They're in a bit of a mini hole.
Well, that's why Coach Vladimir Barasevic has called timeout. He wants to talk things over. I think you can safely say Igor Velsiov was pretty pleased with that shot there. Ran back in celebration and tripped himself up. Martinez doing a job of trying to remotivate his team here. Again, the mystery surrounding AJ Ogilvy of Valencia, and no show in the semi-final. He's on the bench, but he must be pretty badly injured, because he's a key part of the Valencia strategy. Valencia trailing by 7. And they still trail by 7. Chris Quinn, the rebound. Matt Nielsen on for the first time. Number 44 for Khimki.
Yeah, slight drag of the pivot foot there from Vitaly Friedzon. Just caught the referee's eye. It was a good call.
Well, that's the second travel call against Friedzon.
Which is, I think it's his left foot.
Yeah. Claver. Favarani travels. Well, the referee's been red hot on illegal footwork.
Yeah, I think Parasovic needs to get 5 on the floor that he knows he can rely on right now. Too much standing around. Favarani, I'm not sure, as he is heading against his first big European night.
Yeah, I think,
as far as the final's concerned,
I think Nick Kenna-Medley is called for in this situation. Over, well, under 7 minutes to go in the second period, and Planinic again, the pass and the foul by Florent Petrus.
That is the side of Lonchar and Planinic that you'll love to see. They play for each other. Look at this little bob pass there. Now watch what happens now. Something...
Oh, many a referee would call that unsportsmanlike.
I think Petrus grabbed something, or hit something down low for... on his arm, is it?
Yeah, it's his wrist.
Yeah.
Is it his shooting hand that's been fouled? Krasmir Lonchar. Back to 100% fitness and on the foul line. And Prupelek, all string. 8 points the lead now for Khimki. 9 points now. Been a very messy start to this second period by Valencia. And it comes down to the Khimki defense. 6.5 to go though, so plenty of time for Valencia to recover. Markovic goes inside and misses, and the rebound, Lishtuk, and the two great Ukrainian centre there. Very powerful man. Well, like Matt Nielsen was trying to tell the referee there. There was certainly no foul. Planinic again. How did he get that pass away? Well, poor turnover from Khimki. I wonder whether Kurtinaitis will call a timeout here, just to steady things down. He's thinking about it, walking towards the table.
I think Planinic wants a sub. He's just signalled over to the bench to get him out of there. Maybe he took a hit to the floor there, Roy. Maybe he's just a little shaken up. He's got his hands on his knees, looks a bit exhausted.
Yeah, he's very intent on pulling fouls at the moment, isn't he, Planinic? Going inside and not getting an awful lot. Well, the shot clock was very low there. That's why Valencia were forced to take a forced shot.
Well, if I was Parasovic, I'd be more concerned about the lack of fluidity on the offense.
Foul. It's against Lishtuk. Yeah. Lonchar's giving Lishtuk a torrid time in there. So far, defense has ruled. It's a very low-scoring Eurocup final, but a fascinating one, nevertheless. Well, Lonchar there, 3 fakes, and came up empty-handed, and Nick Kenna-Medley back in for Valencia. Nice pass, Lishtuk inside.
Boy, that's the best play of the game. Look at this, behind the back pass, behind the head pass, and Lishtuk just drops it in.
The assist from Nando De Colo. It's back to Vince. Just as you would expect from a fantastic club like Valencia, they fought their way back in. Oh, that's a foul. It was the fake that took the foul, and Markovic apologises to Chris Quinn.
I tell you what, Chris Quinn, I like the way he plays. He gets bit minutes on this team, comes in as an able substitute, given the fact he's played 2 years in the NBA at University of Notre Dame, but a very, very uncomplicated player.
2 fouls, Markovic. Travel. No, it's a foul on the floor.
Foul on the floor, I think, yeah. The referees are saying it's not shooting. Sideline, Martinez.
Well, the foul's been spread out. No one in any real foul trouble yet. No one on 3. Well, that's an open shot. Now, that came off the rim, so it was outside the cylinder. Perfectly legal. Quinn against Martinez again. Oh, that's nice. Well,
that's wonderful.
The move was nice, but the execution was awful.
Look at the help side defense. I'm not sure who it is. It's Nicolo comes over. Zuchenko never gets control of the ball. Yeah, Valencia hanging around here. They look like they should be about 10 points down the way they're playing.
Yeah, just need to settle down, get a couple of open shots. Possibly draw a couple of fouls, go up the foul line. Wow, how did that pass? Get there safely. Nick Canamedley, there's the foul. Yeah, Matt Nielsen.
Nielsen was happy to give that up, I think. He knew full well he was going to get beaten off the dribble if he stayed lingered around too long.
Not a former teammate of Nick Canamedley, even though Valencia is a former club of Matt Nielsen. I think Nick Canamedley came to Valencia after Nielsen had gone. Nielsen, of course, went to Olympiacos via Valencia and Khimki. Enjoyed himself at Olympiacos despite limited court time. It's a long way out. And the rebound by the man I was just talking about, the former Olympiacos player, Matt Nielsen. Oh, what a dunk, what a break. Fabulous break there, finished off by Anton Pushkov. And that came from a terrific outlet pass from Matt Nielsen, who then fouls.
No travel.
Oh my word, another travel.
Just dragged the pivot foot. Look at this play from Pushkov. Luckily, DeColo gets right out of the way.
Well, in a big final, I don't think I've seen as many travels called as we have tonight. But the referee's being very consistent. And the rebound, DeColo. Nick Canamedley. Here's DeColo.
How good that kid is. He's outstanding, Roy. Muscles his way in, misses the shot, gets his rebound with such force, and finishes it off. You know, that Canamedley needs to touch the ball every time down the floor. Low post, perimeter, he's got a lot, but you've got to get in the ball.
And just like a lot of defenders, a lot of opponents in the ACB, people tend to forget that he's left-handed. So strong and left-handed.
Yeah, that's a very good point. You know, it's they have that slight edge.
That's a very snatchy foul shot, but
I'm not sure he got full control of that, did he?
They all count. 3-point play. So it's back to a 4-point game. The tension is amazing here in the Moscow Basketball Center. Out of bounds. Well, I'll tell you what, Martinez there was quite willing to concede the foul. He had his hand halfway up almost to say, yeah, sorry, my foul. And Valencia stepped out of bounds. And Valencia saying to the referee, well, of course I went out of bounds. I was pushed out of bounds. Martinez has been mugged out there. Canamedley. And Canamedley picks up the rubbish. Great rebound there.
Yeah, that wasn't a great shot, was it? A little out of control.
Faberani kept the rebound alive there. And Thomas Galati, the foul.
This might be something that comes back to haunt this Khimki team. You know, the amount of fouls they're giving up. A little too readily.
And under DeColo went past Galati. Out of bounds, Valencia. Martinez. There's a reach-in foul. Yeah, again. End line to Valencia. Well, the sideline. Anton Pushkov, the foul. 4 fouls, Pushkov. Yeah, those words come to my mind again. Cannon fodder, just put in there to wreak havoc against one of the guards. And there he goes to the bench on 4 fouls. Well, the crowd's applauding his efforts so far. But, I'm sure we're going to see too much more of the youngster. Martinez has hit 1-3. Favorani into the post. There's the buzzer.
That was unfortunate. I don't think they've counted it, Roy. Sideline ball. They've got the points on the board. I think they might have to take them away.
Yeah, the scorer put the 3 up, and then, yeah, as you say, he's got to take them down again. Planinic advances the ball with so much coolness. Kalati. No good this time.
That is a rebound and a half.
Canamedley.
Oh, skied and made sure that anybody who was close to him was going to get bumped out of the way. Rebound number 6 for Canamedley.
Martinez at the point, defended by Planinic, who gets lost on the screen. That's a Khimki goal. Yeah, Martinez thinks, well, I was double teamed, I escaped it, and then some bumped me again. And Favorani can't hold on to it. Well, the ball did not come off Favorani, so 7 seconds on the shot clock, and a great tap there from Kalati, and it's a 4-on-no break. Well, disastrous error there from Valencia, and Zukanenko finishes it off with the assist from Kalati. Well, it could have been 1 point if that 3 had counted, but it didn't beat the shot clock buzzer, and now it's a 6-point game, and Valencia have to rebuild again. And these one-handed passes and the foul, again it's Valtiev.
I think we should be shooting 2 shots here. They're in the bonus.
Disappointment on the face of Igor Valtiev.
And Martinez will get the shots. Now, Martinez is an excellent free throw shooter. I don't want to curse him too quickly, but I would imagine he'll get both of these.
Last minute of the first half. Valencia trail by 5 with 1 foul shot to come. 5 points so far to Rafa Martinez. Pensive expression on the face of Velimir Parasovic. Planinic to Kalati. There's a holding foul.
Yeah, that was
Favorani.
Yeah, just bumping Planinic as he went through. I'm not sure there's any need for it. You get in his way, hold your ground, but you followed him 5 feet down into that cut.
Coach Kurtinitis has a word with one of his younger players, Igor Valtiev. And both teams now in the penalty.
Boy, Zoran Planinic is building up a bit of an MVP game here. 11 points. And he has the 2 assists so far, but I'm sure he'll wheel and deal as this game goes on.
Well, only 1 from 2, and Canamedley another rebound. 5 points for lead with 40 seconds to go first half. The team in yellow, Khimki, the home team. Oh, the steal. Here goes Planinic. He's going to throw this down. 7 points to lead now. That's the second disastrous turnover, which resulted in Khimki fast break layups. And the home crowd absolutely loving it. Not going to miss those for his 13th point, I think. Timeout called by Valencia coach Velimir Parasovic. Well, the dance troopers in Khimki, one of the best dance teams in Europe. I seem to remember they've won many dance group competitions in the last few seasons. Every break in play, they provide great entertainment for the Khimki crowd. Well, if Khimki are a EuroLeague team next year, I'm not sure what's going to happen about this court, because it is certainly not big enough to comply with the regulations of the EuroLeague. I think 10,000 seats is a minimum requirement for EuroLeague next season. So either they're going to have to extend or move. And I'm sure the crowd will go wherever Khimki go. Seems a long time ago that Lichtuk got those 4 points in quick succession. And the problem is that Khimki are scoring a lot of points on the break, too many as far as Valencia are concerned. Coach Parasevic getting a little bit rattled, to say the very least. And some pressure now, Khimki trying to rub it in.
Well,
it's a foul.
Foul 80 feet from the basket. That's a poor play from Planinic. You know, Roy, why would you need to push up double team here? You get 7 points to the good. You've got one offense, probably 2 offenses left in this game, in this half.
And really, gift points for Valencia. In many respects, you know, Zoran Planinic reminds me of Miloš Teodosic. You know, he picks up fouls as though there's no tomorrow. You know, I mean, reaching fouls, dumb fouls on the halfway line, and that is one sort of chink in his armour, really. Planinic does spend a lot of time on the bench on 5 fouls. Casting my mind back to the quarterfinals, wasn't he? Foul trouble there as well. Fouled out very early on, in fact. Great player, but really just got to avoid temptation sometimes. Nick Canamedley, sorry, it's Nando De Colo on the foul line. Hits both foul shots. 2 points that really were given to Valencia by Khimki. Flo Pietrus back in, the Frenchman for Valencia. Differential of 4 seconds between game and shot clock. Here's Planinic. 2 fouls, I think. A little handoff as well. Looking to give Valencia no shot in this, no last shot in this first half. Planinic, 3 on the shot clock. Inside the arc. Hits a long 2. Great play there from Planinic, and gives Khimki no time to get a balanced shot away. Ooh, that's so close. But look at that, just inside the arc from Planinic. And Khimki have the advantage at the end of the first half. Well, we'll have a chat with one of the Valencia players now, Nando De Colo, going off at half-time trailing. That's Zoran Planinic there. He said, was it a 2 or a 3? I think he knows, because his foot was well inside the arc. And here's Robbie interviewing Nando De Colo.
Nando, il a une petite perte de concentration, quelques interceptions. Qu'est-ce qui se passe là?
Tout à fait, c'est ça. On n'est pas concentré.
What happened at the end of the second quarter there?
On les laisse un peu trop jouer. Et en attaque, il faut qu'on respecte un peu plus ce qu'on demande.
Well, we let them play their game, and we didn't stick to the coach's plans.
Oui, c'est sûr, c'est pas facile. On sait que c'est une grosse équipe, mais maintenant, c'est à nous de faire une bonne deuxième mi-temps et aussi en défense.
You're still in the game despite a few turnovers. Yeah, we'll play much better defense in the second half, we hope. Yeah, just as the coach said, don't lose concentration, and we did for a couple of minutes. And here's Zoran Planinic, the 6'7" point guard for Khimki.
Zoran, I think that everything's passing through you today. Is that the strategy for your game plan?
No, we start the game, play for me and see how the Valencia are going to react. I play a little bit low post, and it's working good so far. So I'm gonna keep attacking, be aggressive, and we still have 20 more minutes. We're going to try to stay focused. I think so far we are playing a great defense, because Team Valencia scored only 30 points at halftime. It's a good thing.
They're making a few errors as well, especially in the last 5 minutes. I mean, you need to take advantage of that, obviously.
Yeah, of course, it's 7 points difference. It's not too much, but it's also gives us confidence to go in the second half. But they're going to keep pressuring us. They're going to make us tired, but I hope we're going to still have energy, and we're going to try to close the game.
Thanks, Zoran.
You're welcome.
15 points in the first half to Zoran Planinic. And those two, with possibly 2 or 3 seconds remaining in the first half, made the score 37-30. So Khimki, the home side, or playing on their home court, have a 7-point lead at half-time. Neither team shooting particularly well from the arc. 2 from 6 for Khimki, 1 from 3 for Valencia. And, well, Valencia actually been to the foul line more times, many more times than Khimki. In fact, that was a worry of Coach Barasevic, but his worries were unfounded. So at half-time, it's Khimki leading Valencia 37-30, half-time in the Eurocup final. Welcome back to the Moscow Region Basketball Center. It's half-time in the Eurocup final. A man on your screen there, Zoran Planinic, 15 points in that first half. And terrific interview between Robbie Knock and Jordi Bertomeu. And people say that David Stern has done a fantastic job in resurrecting the NBA in the last 20 years or so. But I tell you what, Jordi Bertomeu has done a fabulous job with EuroLeague and Eurocup. And a really world-renowned product now, the EuroLeague and the Eurocup. And Eurosport 2 very proud to be part of that. We've taken the finals, we've taken the whole competition since the year 2006 when Dynamo Moscow won it in Charleroi. Real Madrid won it the following year again when it was in Belgium. Then it went all over Europe, the competition, and you've entered Badalona with Rudy Fernandez winning the MVP in that year. Elisavus Ritas, they won it in 09 with a terrific comeback against Khimki. Valencia, they won it 2 years ago. And last year it was Unix Kazan. So this is the second year in a row that a Spanish club and a Russian club have contested the Eurocup final. Khimki, it's their home court, and now leading 37-30 at halftime in a very low-scoring situation. Looking at Matt Nielsen there, he won the MVP, the Most Valuable Player award 2 years ago when he was, coincidentally, a Valencia player. But, well, he wants to win it this time with Khimki. There's Nick Kenna-Medley. He'll have to be on his very, very best in his second half if Valencia are to come back from 7 points down. But in basketball terms, that 7-point gap is not particularly big. But in a low-scoring game, well, 7 points, particularly if you're playing against a team as tough on defense as Khimki, it could look like the proverbial mountain. I'm Roy Birch, and with me is Mickey Bett. Mickey, we're looking at a player there, Nick Kenna-Medley, who really has to be one of the main men for Valencia in the second half.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Roy. The Valencia team, although they're only 7 down, they have that feeling about them. They should be maybe twice that down, double figures. Zoran Planinic with his 15 points is almost half the score for Khimki. And you saw him in that interview at halftime. He's going to keep attacking the basket, so somehow they have to find some defenders to really muscle up and get after him.
What's at stake here is Valencia are after their 3rd Eurocup trophy. Khimki, they're after their first trophy of any kind, talking about basketball in European terms. Glimpse there on the left of Coach Rimas Kurtinaitis describing the club as rich in resources but not rich in trophies. He wants to change that. Well, he wants to keep the rich in resources bit, and he also wants to add the rich in trophies bit as well. The Khimki fans outnumber their opponents significantly.
Andre, give us your thoughts on the first half.
I think Khimki playing very good aggressive basketball, and if it goes like this, Khimki gonna win. But Valencia has to improve something because they look like they're tired. I don't know what's happened, but they need to energize the game.
Okay, thanks very much, Andre.
Thank you.
The second half of the Eurocup final is almost underway. Well, I had two great interviews at halftime, one with Jordi Bertomeu, the chief executive of the EuroLeague, and a great player, Andrei Kirilenko. I'll have the privilege of commentating on some of the EuroLeague games this year, and I've been very, very impressed, not just with him as a player, but as a person as well, a true sportsman. Andrei Kirilenko, once of the Utah Jazz, now of CSKA Moscow. And Martinez fires up and misses, and Krasmir Lončar just picked up his third foul.
Yeah, that was unlucky, very unfortunate for Lončar. I think it was a good position from Sergei Lushtuk, who had the inside position on the rebound. I'm not sure Lushtuk would have even come close to get the ball. The shot was so far off.
And Lončar takes a break on the bench on those three fouls. Nando De Colo to Martinez. There's a foul. Is it Planinic?
It is indeed, Roy.
I think that's his third as well.
I think it might be his second. The stats say one. Yeah, it's his second.
Second foul, my mistake, sorry. Well, he was a little bit relieved as well. Just looked at the table. Martinez goes inside and lays it up. The first score of the second half is for Valencia. They reduce the arrears to 5.
Boy, that make that the third touch for Martinez in the space of 30 seconds. I mean, everything looks like they want to put it through him now and make him a big factor offensively.
And Valencia have extended their defense. Oh, they had. Well, Zuchanenko couldn't hang on to it.
Now, he dropped one in the first half, didn't he? Fumbled the pass on an easy layup. There's another one gone begging. So Lonchar's foul has proven a little costly.
Exactly. Yeah, Lončar, a much better player than Zuchanenko, more experienced, more agile, more athletic. And right on cue, Zuchanenko comes across and blocks the shot. There's Zuchanenko inside. You ain't going to miss that this time. Well, he's not going to drop that pass. It was only about a 6-inch pass, so making up for that miss a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, wonderful pass from Vialtsev. Victor Kleber Monya, isn't it, 12?
Yeah, Victor Kleber gets his shot blocked there. Kenna Medley, nowhere to go. Well, perhaps he has. The rebound he took, and he's fouled by Zuchanenko.
Yeah, that's good work. The Ukrainian's such a good player, Sergei Lushtuk. Very, very active. Keeps himself within himself. You know, does the simple things. And offensive rebounding is what he's very, very good at. Using his body. And Zuchanenko's going to have a hard time right now.
Yeah, Lishkov is coming off a torn calf. He's spent a large part of this season on the physio bench. Oh, misunderstanding there. And Kalati read that so easily.
I think, again, it just dropped out of De Colo's hand. I think it's his third turnover.
Thomas Kalati. I think Kalati's only taken 2 shots in the game so far. He's put one of them in. It's a 3-pointer. And here he's in the corner waiting. Oh, Planinic inside. Lovely soft touch off the glass.
17 for the big fella. And I say big fella, he's about 198, he's 6'6", 6'7".
I think you're right about that MVP, Mickey. If he carries on like this, then there can be no question. It's Zoran Planinic.
Oh, and one. Tough move. Tough move, Victor Kleber.
And Zuchanenko beaten for pace.
Oh, it's Sergei Lushtuk. That's a even better move from the big fella.
Yeah, he had a calf tear earlier in the season, but no hint of that here. 8 points to him. And the 3-point play is completed. Coach Kurtenitis trying to stay calm. He nearly always succeeds in that aim. Planinic defended by De Colo. Kalati is fouled by Victor Kleber.
Well, the fouls are definitely racking up. We already got Khimki on, I think, 3 or 4 team fouls for the quarter, and that was an easy one given up from Klaver.
And only a quarter of a way through this third quarter. Planinic again. Oh, the ball slipped out of his hands, or was it tapped out of his hands? Here's Nando De Colo. Oh, Lushtuk inside again. The defense is ferocious. And that was knocked out of bounds by Sergej Monia.
Yeah, that was the first look for Kane Medley of the game from the three-point line. He must have turned down 2 or 3. It won't give him much confidence next time he gets there.
Almost had too much time, didn't he?
Yeah. But he needs one of those to drop, give him a bit more of an edge in the game.
Nando De Colo out of bounds. Kleber rescues the pass. Nando De Colo again. Kleber to Martinez. Martinez inside. Kane Medley again misses the 3. Yeah, you're right. He needs just one of those to drop.
Yeah, he's going to lose a bit of confidence, you think. He'll maybe take the next one off the dribble.
One of the differences between the two teams now is 2 unsung heroes have done the work for Khimki, Valtsev and Pushkov as well. Pushkov's on 4 fouls. That's a long way out. That was blocked. Well read by Kane Medley.
Running right down for Valtsev. They had to shoot it. Now off the dribble.
Foul.
Oh, almost got the drop, Roy, too.
Foul, Sergej Monia.
No, you knew full well he wasn't going to settle for the jump shot there.
Yeah, just reached down and slapped. Monia's second foul. And Zuchanenko was almost there. Margin back to 5.
Well, Kane Medley has 8 rebounds, Roy, so if he can get himself a double-double, he'll be putting himself into a position of MVP.
Closest it's been for some time, 4 points. Oh, sloppy foul in the backcourt. De Colo can't believe it, but he reached.
That's his 3rd foul. So he's, yeah, it's a poor play from Nando De Colo. I thought he wasted one in the first half too. But his able substitute is the Serbian Stefan Markovic. He tried to get position, didn't he? Got his hands out, so...
No, he got his hands out, but too late. And the dunk inside, Zuchanenko. A lapse of concentration again from Valencia. He's clever, and he's got to do all that hard work all over again. Lushtuk inside, he's fouled, he's got the M1.
I told you, Lushtuk again, that's the 2nd move off his left hand, Roy. A little bit of versatility we haven't seen before. But I tell you what, it's all about knowing who you're playing against. This is a replay of Zuchanenko's dunk. If you know that you've got a player like Zuchanenko guarding you and he might have a quicker foot speed, then take him off the dribble.
Vastly experienced. Sergej Lushtuk, 29 years of age from Ukraine, stands at 6'11", and 10 points I think he's down to now. This could be 11.
Well, he's European Championships are going to the Ukraine, aren't they, in 2015 after Slovenia. So that a lot of money getting pumped into Ukrainian basketball right now.
Ukrainian sport all over, I think, really. Yeah. Holding the football Europeans this year as well, aren't they? Or co-host. Planic with a triple team. Thomas Kalati and the rebound, Victor Kleber. Almost halfway through this 3rd period. Markovic. And Martinez. Markovic is wide open. Didn't want to take the 3. And a little bump. A travel has been called. No, it's a foul. Well, Markovic is looking up to say, someone hit me, referee, and that whistle was very, very late. Squeezed through and was fouled. Andrei Kirilenko there. Commentating, I think, for Russian television. Timeout called by Khimki coach Rimas Kurtinaitis. Khimki lead, but the lead has been cut to 3. That's fantastic foul shooting from Valencia. 15 points out of a possible 16 for them. Take those out and Khimki would be away. Well and truly.
You talked about Barasevic's comments coming into the game about the free throw disparity from last night. Well, there's a complete imbalance today, but in favor of himself, so he won't be complaining about that tomorrow. Win or lose this game.
Zukanenko inside, and that came off a block shot at the other end by Sergej Monia. And Zoran Planinic inside. That's too easy as far as Valencia are concerned. And the foul, and that resulted in an and one. Zukanenko inside again. That was the same play. Nando De Colo upset with that third foul. Valencia have forced the most turnovers against opponents this year. They forced 17.5 turnovers a game. Well, neither team rather, shooting at all well from the arc. But Valencia are on the foul line again with Nick Canamedley. It's a 2-point game. Fans looking worried here in Khimki. How many rebounds did you say? He's well on his way to a double-double.
Well, he's 9 points and 8 rebounds right now.
And he makes it a 1-point game.
And he's 7 for 7 from the free throw line, so he's only hit one shot from the field.
Planinic avoids the contact. The three-pointer misses, and the rebound, Martinez. And here goes Markovic. Oh, that screen. Zoran Planinic ran into that screen head high there, got one on the chin, and Valencia take the lead.
Well, I was about to say Canamedley doesn't have an assist, but there's a sweet little pass there. Lištuk is following in the lead. He's the leading scorer for the Valencia team.
13 points to Lištuk, is it? Wow. No one thought that Lištuk would be a prominent player here. Now, the foul. Was that Planinic again?
Oh,
it is, yeah.
Well, it's a good foul in the fact to stop the break, but it's a wasted foul for him.
That is definitely his third foul now. Yeah, knew what he was doing, didn't he? And it's all gone horribly wrong so far for Khimki in this third period, and Planinic leaves the court on 3 fouls. Now, their talisman really is always in foul trouble. I don't think he's saying, why was I dumb enough to foul on the halfway line here, but he might as well be. Well, a rare miss for Valencia. That's only their second miss from the foul line. Stefan Markovic.
Well, Roy, you go back to that quarter-final against Lokomotiv Cuban, and Planinic, I don't think, played the last quarter, did he? Because Chris Quinn came in and finished the game off in the first leg, this was.
1 from 2 for Markovic.
So Chris Quinn is an able, very, very able substitute.
Kurtanitis trying to encourage Planinic. Oh, great change of direction from Thomas Kalati. And lovely passing from Khimki. That is superb passing. They ran Valencia ragged then to regain the lead. Beautiful jump shot from the corner from Chris Quinn.
Well, you talk about a dearth of three-point shooting. There is the first one of the second half, I think.
Markovic slows things down. Is confronted by Quinn, who goes behind the screen. And no foul. Clean block, said the referee. Here's Kalati.
I don't think it was a clean block. It's more like a clean bump.
That's a blocking foul. Is it Klaver on the floor? Certainly is, yeah. Vitaly Fridzon having a quiet game so far.
Well, we saw yesterday, Roy, how many threes did they make the last 5 or 6 minutes, Khimki? Maybe 4 or 5. They have the ability to just unload threes at the blink of an eye. Maybe that 3 from Chris Quinn is going to kick things off for them.
Well, in the press conference before the game, Valencia were confident that if it was a close game, they would have the edge down the stretch. But I tell you what, Vitaly Fridzon, he's a clutch player, and there he is being fouled by Victor Klaver. The crowd don't like it. One of their heroes, Fridzon, has been bumped onto the floor.
Not smart play from Klaver at all, is it? Foul number 3 for him.
Oh, Vitaly Fridzon, every game he plays, he certainly knows he's been in the wars. Klaver hits the Valencia bench on 3 fouls. Kalati. And the foul by the Valencia player on the floor.
Now, it's a foot violation, Roy. I think as Kalati went to bisect the pick and roll, it must have hit maybe Sergei Lishtuk's foot.
Yeah, shot clock reset to 12 on that foot violation. Lonchar back in the game. Oh, what a lovely finger roll. Great footwork from Lonchar. Stepped past Lishtuk as though he were not there.
Well, you called it, Roy. Back in the game, and straight away they feed the bear down low, and Lonchar just goes to work.
Valencia had a lead, but not for very long. They trail now by 3. Kalati bumped onto the floor. The three-pointer goes up, and there's a foul. Well, it's Martinez being called for an offensive foul, I think.
I think it may be a call for carry on the dribble. I'm not sure.
Now, was it he who was called a double dribble in the first half? I think it was. Yeah. Referees don't like the look of his ball handling, obviously. Quinn, Nielsen, Fritzon, and the rebound Martinez, an angry Martinez. Don't carry the ball. Oh, offensive foul. Yep. Well, that's attitude for you. He was upset with the last call that went against him, and then that's a pretty dumb foul, really. Just dipped his shoulders into Thomas Kalati and picked up the foul. Good defense from Thomas Kalati, and that is certainly not a flop.
No, that's a good read from Kalati and a poor read from Martinez, really.
Well, Martinez has got the officials inside his head now. He's got to forget about them, just get on with the game. Yeah, and now Flo Pietrus picks up the foul as well. Valencia losing the rag a bit.
And you know, they've worked so hard to get back in this game. They were 7 down at the half. They led by a point, I think, at one time.
And Coach Parasovic has got to calm things down here. They've got to play tough defense, but forget about the referees.
Look at this arguing with the referee. This is, well, not arguing, just trying to trying to work their magic with them.
That's good, actually. Very diplomatic from the Frenchman. But, Krasmir Lonchar on the foul line.
And Roy, I tell you what, this has all come from the reintroduction of Krasmir Lonchar into the game. You know, this first touch is a layup, and they get some defensive moves going down the other end, and offensive charge of Martinez. All this momentum, perhaps, on that one substitution.
That's right. Now, Lonchar's got to be careful not to pick up that 4th foul. That's the last thing that Khimki need. They need him on the floor. 5 points the lead suddenly. So a 6-point turnaround in about a minute and a half. There's Markovic. 3-pointer from Gannon Medley. Again he misses, and the rebound, Vitali Fritzon.
I think every Valencia fan is just willing one of those threes to go down.
Chris Quinn calls the play. Doing a good job as replacement for Planinic on those 3 fouls on the bench.
Keep your eye on Lonchar.
Fritzon into the corner for Quinn, not this time. And the rebound, Lonchar. Now, there's a lot of fighting out there. It came off a Valencia hand, and I think the hand of Brad Newley.
Now, what's what happens to Lonchar's right arm here? Pulls up a bit lame. Wants a sub. Look, something's wrong with that forearm. The elbow, maybe.
Yeah, you're dead right. Oh, he's in agony there. I wonder whether he overextended it.
I've not seen a machine like that before, have you?
No.
Not sure what that was.
A worried look on the face of Velimir Parasovic, coach to Valencia. Out of bounds, Khimki. Fritzon in the corner. Quinn again. Just about a minute and a half left of the 3rd period. Kalati a long way out and goes inside and finds Matt Nielsen, who is blocked, and gets his rebound and gets blocked again. New shot clock for Khimki.
Oh, it's incredible. 2 easy looks for Nielsen, and you blew him. But 1 easy look and a rebound too.
But Valencia have to play defense again. Kalati loses the ball, and there's a foul on the halfway line. Vitali Fritzon.
Yeah, Martinez, great defense, Roy. Gets the off to the races. He would have been very irate if he hadn't got that call.
So Vitali Fritzon his first foul. Not had a particularly outstanding game so far, but he's still in there, and just one foul, and he's a clutch player, the captain of this Khimki outfit.
Yeah, 2 points for Friedzon so far.
Rafa Martinez on the foul line for Valencia, reduces the arrears to 4. Well, polite applause from the Valencia fans. They're normally very raucous. Well, Robbie Knopp couldn't hear himself think at half-time when with the Valencia fans behind him. Here goes Chris Quinn. In the last minute of the third period, Kalati defended by Newley, and the steal again. Nick Canamedley. Now he'll like that because he needs a few easy scores to get his game going. Don't foul there, don't foul there. There's got to be an 8-second call soon, surely. Oh, they get the ball over the halfway line in 6.5 seconds. Almost a great trap there from Valencia.
That's a wonderful passage there from Valencia, wasn't it? Steal, almost another turnover after the made bucket.
And Canamedley's probably 1 rebound short of a double-double, isn't he? From the corner, Chris Quinn misses, and the rebound is grabbed eventually by Brad Newley. Shot clock being turned off. Valencia have the opportunity to take the lead with a 3 at the end of this third period. Here's Newley. Newley in the corner, that's a long 2. Misses, and the rebound, Canamedley. Up he goes, and foul call?
Yeah, we've got a foul. It's a very fortunate foul, I think, for Canamedley. A lot of referees would have let that one go. Thought arms were up. They stayed up. I'm not sure where the foul was.
Well, it's Fritz on second. Somehow. 2 foul shots to Nick Canamedley. 2 from 2 will tie things up, and that's a worrying sign, a worrying sight rather, for coach Rimas Kurtinaitis, with Kresimir Lončar on the bench in some distress. Nick Canamedley with an opportunity to tie things up.
Boy, I remember the first ULEB Cup final, it used to be called in the old days. Bojan Popovic scored 15 points in the game, 11-11 from the free throw line. And right now, Canamedley is 8 for 8 with his 12 points. And that was in a winning effort for Popovic.
Making 9 for 9 now. It's all tied up at 50s. Kalati on the fade, hits on the buzzer. Now the referee look at the table. Will those 2 count? Yes, they're signaling 2 points. Here we go. Great play there from Thomas Kalati. What a class act he is. Well, Valencia thought they were going into the break between the third and fourth period, tied up, but no. Thomas Kalati thought otherwise. So it's 52-50. Khimki lead Valencia by 2. Welcome back to the Moscow Region Basketball Center. We have a real humdinger on our hands here in the Eurocup final. It's Khimki leading Valencia 52-50. 1 period of play to go, unless, of course, we have overtime. Well, we used the word wire at the beginning of the period of the game, and it has all the makings of a game going right down to that proverbial wire. Roy Birch and Mickey Bett for Eurosport 2. This competition has done us proud over the years, ever since we took the first competition in 2006 when Dynamo Moscow won it. And is there going to be another Russian winner tonight in Khimki? Kresimir Lončar with that heavy bandage on. Hooks it in, it came out the cylinder, great shot block there. And here's Markovic for Valencia. Klaver from 3-point range, hits a 3, it's the lead for Valencia. The first score of the fourth period, and Victor Klaver nails a 3 and pumps here. Chris Quinn to Thomas Kalati, no travel. Kalati hit a 2 on the buzzer of that third period into Kresimir Lončar. Sergej Monya misses the 3. Newley keeps it alive, and that is a Khimki possession. Yeah,
I think it should be Valencia ball, Roy. I'm not sure Tom Kalati didn't knock that out.
Well, Velimir Parasevic pacing the sideline. No doubt he's got a very dry mouth, and it'll get even drier now because Zoran Planinic has come back in. He's on 3 fouls. And there's Planinic, the give and go from the sideline. Passed the ball in, cut to the hoop, received it, and gave Khimki the lead back again.
Yeah, how about that for a sideline out of bounds, straight off the bench. 19 points for Planinic.
The simpler the better out of bounds plays. Newley somehow rescues the ball. Markovic comes off Pietrus's pick. That shot was blocked. Newley in the corner.
Yeah, Brad Newley's not been as effective as he was last night in the semi. And maybe Kurtanitis needs to keep an eye on that.
Planinic fakes and goes inside and outside as well. Great passing from Khimki. Sergej Monya inside to Planinic, who gets his shot blocked. Quite illegally. Well,
how many shots were turned down?
2 seconds on the shot clock. Victor Claver says, "You sure, ref? Get out of here."
There was no way Monya needed to give the ball to Planinic there. He had to take some responsibility himself, I think.
2 seconds left on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Khimki. And Victor Claver is convinced that no Valencia player touched that. I beg to differ. Oh, the easy pass again. That shot was blocked again and in. Well, there was a fingertip on that clock, on that shot rather, and Vitaly Fridzon nailed it with 1.5 seconds to go. Khimki back into the lead by 3 now. Khimki have hit 2 or 3 buzzer beaters. Oh, that's thrown out of bounds. Not the best pass from Markovic. Newley wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, I think Markovic wanted, I think it's Kane Medley, isn't it, Roy? Or
it's Colo, yeah.
I think he wanted him in the corner, not right where he was.
Some pressure now from Valencia. There's an age to go. And Martinez back in. Let's hope he's calmed down a little bit. Got a little bit upset with the officials in that 3rd period. He needs to have his brain descrambled. Quinn. To Monya. Vastly experienced lineup for Khimki. In particular, this man, Zoran Planinic. Wheeling and dealing. Now that came off a Khimki hand, surely, yep.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Fridzon just saying, I was trying to tip that ball down to, looks like it must have been Lonchar or Monya. Smart play from Fridzon, just a little too hard. Oh, great steal.
That's lazy, that's sloppy play from Valencia, and they end up with a dunk against them. Now that was awful from Valencia, just no concentration whatsoever. Fridzon saw it coming a long time ago, passed to Zukanenko, said, "Thank you very much, I'll throw that one down," for a 5-point Khimki lead.
And Sergej Monya's first basket of the game, unbelievably.
Well, Nick Canamedley was looking to pass the ball before he'd received it there. And there it was, gone. 5 points the lead now for Khimki. They've had several steals. I think that's about the 4th or 5th steal for Khimki, and they've dunked it every time. Timeout called by Velimir Perasovic, coach to Valencia. Look at that lovely move from Kresimir Lonchar. Went past Lichtuk as though he weren't there, to the agony of the Valencia fans. Yeah, I don't know what they're injecting in his arm there, but I think it's just ice. And the foul on the halfway line by Vitaly Fridzon. Canamedley is fouled. That was the end of the first half almost. In fact, there were 3 seconds left, end of the 3rd period rather. 3 seconds left. And Thomas Kalasi scored on the buzzer of the 3rd period to give Khimki a 2-point lead. And now the lead is 5. Andrei Kirilenko, the great former Utah Jazz player, now a great CSKA Moscow player. In the EuroLeague Final Four in May, which will be held in Istanbul, it's CSKA against Panathinaikos. But here in Khimki, it's Khimki against Valencia. 4 EuroLeague standard teams have played here this weekend. And we've got 2 of them here in the final. Valencia in purple against Khimki in yellow. Nando De Colo at the point now for Valencia. Martinez to Canamedley. Patient play now from Valencia, but tough defense from Khimki. The 3-pointer from the rebound is grabbed by Pietrus, and it came off the rim. New shot clock. Canamedley inside the arc. misses, and the rebound, Klaver, but I think he's fouled.
No, he got fouled.
Oh, he was fouled by Planinic. That's his 4th foul. Zoran Planinic.
You always tell a player the heart they've got and how much work they do to get an offensive rebound. And Victor Klaver, determined not to get boxed out, pulls Planinic out the way. See, look what he does. Works hard, gets position. I'm not sure where the foul was from Planinic, but...
Well, he looks to the bench for some consolation, and he's still out there, Planinic. Will they go at him for his 5th foul? They will. That's it. Planinic. Planinic is looking to the crowd under the basket to say, what did I do wrong? Well, there it is. There's the foul. And Planinic, it's good night. That is, well, that's a hammer blow.
I'll tell you what,
Khimki.
That is the most intelligent basketball you will see. You know, as a coach, Curtinitis, yeah, you can blame him for not taking him out. But usually when a player gets 4, you might leave it a little 30 seconds, but straight away Valencia go down low, work that low post, drawing that 5th foul. Excellent, intelligent basketball.
Now what can Khimki do to regroup, really? Petrus goes inside and finds, well, the big Ukrainian, Lishtuk. It's back to a 3-point game now. Lovely pass there from Petrus. And I tell you what, I think Khimki need a timeout to regroup here. They need to talk things over. The crowd getting very animated. Don't like what they're seeing at the moment, despite the fact that their team, Khimki, are leading by 3. And you got to believe that Valencia have got the bit between their teeth now, as Chris Quinn will have to do it all from the point guard now. He will not have the services of Zoran Planinic any longer. Oh, what a move, what a move. And the rebound by Sergej Monia. Sergej Monia does all the dirty things for Khimki. Oh, Chris Quinn, I don't know what he was thinking about there. Here's Nando De Colo. That's a poor shot, but the rebound, the foul, and the loose ball. There's a foul on the play, and Curtinitis is absolutely incandescent with rage there. Lishtuk's on the floor, and who's the foul being called against?
Lishtuk just knocking over his the man getting the rebound.
It's mayhem in there. Lishtuk was fighting for that loose ball against a much smaller man. And that much smaller man was Chris Quinn, and Lishtuk picked up the foul. Well, the Khimki crowd here doing their best to get behind their team. Now that's an offensive foul. Who is it? Is it Kresimir Lonchar? If it is, that's his 4th.
No, I think it's Sergej Monia.
Well, huge sigh of relief from the Khimki crowd there. What does he do? Yeah, just lays his man out.
Well, he set the back screen to get Lonchar open, and Lishtuk didn't see it and hit the floor pretty quickly.
Well, he too on 4 fouls. So the fouls piling up against Khimki. Mikhail Galabali on, I think for the first time tonight for Khimki. That's the number 20. He's a great shot blocker, Galabali, but he's a bit lightweight in there. Kanamedli. Here's Galabali on defense against Martinez. That's a foul. It's an offensive foul against Florent Petrus, who looks in amazement.
Yeah, the referee's having none of this move my feet as I set a screen, or just make sure ease the defense out the way as he comes over a screen. The referees are saying that right foot that was stuck out, that Jalabali probably helped.
So 3 fouls, yeah. 3 fouls against the Frenchman, or one of the Frenchmen here. Quinn uses, and there's a foul. It's Petrus again. Petrus getting a little bit overexcited, really.
4th foul for Florent Petrus.
Well, to quote Matt Nielsen before this game, he said he wants to win it and he doesn't care how they do it. So, Petrus goes out on 4 fouls. Galabali. Quinn goes back door. The floating shot And Galabali gets the tip in. It's a 5-point Khimki lead.
Look at the athleticism. He's sat on the bench most. I don't think he played yesterday. He sat on the bench most of today.
Yeah, I said he could get off the floor, this kid. Ex-Real Madrid player. 5 points the lead now for Khimki. Down the stretch, there's the foul. Those two won't count for Canamedli. Quinn the foul. Well, a lot of EuroLeague players and personnel officials here, and I'm sure they're very impressed with what they've seen. The desire from both teams, it's almost tangible. Lichtuk sets the pick, rolls and goes to the hoop and misses, and the tip in, and it's in. Who got that last tip? I think it was Canamedli.
Yeah, it was indeed. Lichtuk almost got the drop himself. You can see the replay, little tip here from Canamedli. This almost doesn't go in as well.
Oh, did he tip the rim or did he tip the ball? Anyway, it dropped in. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Inside to Lonchar, who is strong enough to score despite the attention of Victor Claver. He's back to 5. Yeah, Claver asking for the handoff, but referee not interested, nor should he be either. 5 points to lead for Khimki, 4 minutes precisely. Canamedli, sorry, Nando De Colo hits a 3, 62, plays 60.
That's a wonderful offense, and there's a foul. Referees not having any of that, are they?
Yeah, the referee's saying, don't flop, please. Galabali inside. Great pass from Galabali into Lonchar. It's back to 4 points. Valencia, whenever they score, they tend to just turn off momentarily on defense and allow an easy score. Here's Claver. Martinez goes through the gap somehow into the corner for Canamedli. A 3 at last, and he celebrates. Timeout called by Khimki. It's a 1-point Khimki lead.
Well, Nick Canamedli made the 3 and just stood there, his arms raised, and just said, about time. That is fantastic, Roy. Fantastic entertainment.
I think the word that went through his mind then was hallelujah. A 3 dropped in at last. Khimki 64, Valencia 63. Look at that, 21% for Khimki from the arc. Not much better from Valencia, 31%. But that last 3 from Nick Canamedli of Valencia has meant that coach Rimas Kurtinaitis of Khimki has called a timeout, and I think he needs it as well. He just needs to calm things down. Remember that Khimki have lost their talisman. Zoran Planinic, number 34, is out of the game. Their leading scorer so far, but he will score no more points because he's fouled out. A credit to the EuroLeague organisation and credit to the Eurocup teams themselves. We've had 4 fabulous teams here, all of a EuroLeague standard, and the 2 teams who are contesting this final have given great entertainment, and they've given their all so far, and there's still more to come. Velimir Parasevic, a winner of the EuroLeague in its early days with the Split club, and he wants to be a winner of the Eurocup as a coach. He wants Valencia to win their 3rd Eurocup. But his opposite number, Rimas Kurtinaitis, wants Khimki to win their 1st European trophy. These fans here in the Moscow Region Basketball Center have done a great job so far. There's a loss against Khimki, and great pressure from Valencia forced the turnover, and they have an opportunity to take the lead now. They have led for a few seconds in this game. A score here would put them into the lead. De Colo to Claver. Martinez, inside outside. Claver misses the 3, and it's knocked out of bounds by Valencia's Lichtuk.
Well, that was a big open 3 there for Claver.
He's hit 1 already, but not on this occasion.
I think this comes off Lonchar last.
Now, to my mind, the referee should call a jump ball there, or at least, you know, both teams knocked it. They came off both players at the same time. Of course, there are no jump balls in the game anymore, but you know what I mean. Quinn under all kinds of pressure. Lonchar in the low post with a heavy elbow bandage on. Quinn, the flying jump shot is in. It's a 3-point Khimki lead. Very patient play there from Khimki.
I'm surprised Lonchar didn't go one-on-one. Settle for the Chris Quinn pass and jump shot.
Well, we said this game had wire written all over it, and proof of the pudding is the fact that it's a 3-point lead with 2.5 to go in the fourth. De Colo, Canamedley hits a three, wanted the foul as well. It's tied up at 66s. That's Canamedley's second three in the last minute or so. Crowd gone quiet, and there's a foul, and it's against Martinez. Martinez dare not say anything. He's already experienced the wrath of the officials.
Well, I tell you what, 21 points, Nick Canamedley, 9 for 9 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds.
Wow.
Even if Valencia lose, he may get the MVP, and I've never seen that happen in a major Eurocup final. But if they win, he will definitely get it.
And it's all come in the last few minutes, hasn't it, for Canamedley? He had a quiet start to the game. Fridzon inbounds to Lonchar. Khimki need a good game from their captain, Vitaly Fridzon. Here's Chris Quinn. Galabally. There you go. Vitaly Fridzon celebrates right on the cue. Boy, is this guy a clutch player or what?
I don't think he even jumped, did he? A little bit. He even fumbled the pass from Jalabali.
Bit of a set shot, but they all count.
Oh, almost a turnover too. It is a turnover.
Khimki leading by 3. Martinez is, well, less than impressed with the call there, but it's a good call. Parasovic looks up.
That's a huge offense for Khimki. If they score, then expect a timeout from Parasovic, possibly to advance the ball down the floor.
Surely Khimki must go to Vitaly Fridzon. Yeah, you can't step over the line. You cannot break the plane.
Well, whatever happens, they'll run some clock, that's for sure. And Chris Quinn will get the ball in bounds.
105 seconds remaining in regulation. It's Khimki by 3.
Now Quinn will dribble for a long, maybe 12 seconds of this offense. I got that one wrong.
Lonchar, no backdoor there.
Now they need a point guard on the ball. Here he comes.
Foul. Yeah, trying to get through the screen. Is it Nick Canamedley?
I think you're right, Roy, it is. Now, at some point here, he grabs something, does it? Yeah, the shirt and the shorts.
It's Lichtuk.
De Colo.
No, 22 years. It was Nando De Colo. Timeout. Parasovic. Yeah, 1:26 to go in the fourth, and Khimki lead by 3. Timeout. Velimir Parasovic, coach to Valencia. Well, we've had a fantastic Eurocup season so far here on Eurosport 2, and it ain't over yet. Khimki 69, Valencia 66. Valencia have led for about a minute in this game various times, but the lead has been dominated almost entirely by Khimki. And Khimki, they have a problem in so much as Zoran Planinic, their 6'6" Croatian guard, will play no further part because he's fouled out. There are other players in foul trouble, but Planinic has gone. Look at that, rebounds, exactly even, 26 rebounds a game.
Yeah, well, look at the free throws. 24 free throws for Valencia, and they made 21 of them, and 5 for 6 for Khimki. They're going to shoot 2 here, but incredible.
Well, our superstar guest on the program, Andrei Kirilenko, predicted that the team that wins the rebounds is going to win the game. At the moment, it's 26 rebounds each. Chris Quinn on the foul line to extend the lead to 4. Under a minute and a half to go in regulation. The lead is 5. Great foul shooting there from a cool head. The cool head of Chris Quinn. Here's Nando De Colo, the Frenchman for Valencia. Valencia taking their time. They want to get a balanced shot away here. Lonchar forces the turnover. Great defense there from Khimki. Lonchar, what a head he's got on him. Came out and refused to foul.
Now, De Colo can't foul, or he's going to foul out. So they're going to have to give up a foul somewhere, or then maybe let this offense go.
Well into the last minute of the fourth period. 5 points to lead for Khimki. Quinn running the clock, and there's the foul. Well drawn there by Quinn. He'll get the line. He's just hit 2 from the line. And Nando De Colo takes the walk to the bench. He's gone.
And the problem is, Roy, 7 seconds on the shot clock. So I don't think he meant to foul, but the poor defensive stance meant he did foul, and Quinn caught him by surprise. You got 2 free throws here. You'd be better off letting that offense run. Do or die on the 2 shots, on the shot that would come.
There's the proof. Nando De Colo. 5 fouls. Chris Quinn has just hit 2, and it's 3 in a row now for Quinn. And the look on the face of Nick Canamedley there, number 33 for Valencia, spoke volumes to me. Look of despair almost. It's a 7-point Khimki lead. Timeout Perasovic of Valencia. What price? Valencia coming back now. Remember, Valencia, if they were to win this, they would have won the Eurocup 3 times. But Khimki, they want their first big trophy, their first big European trophy. And Kurtinitis there wants to make sure no one's celebrating too early.
Well, Perasovic has to come up with a play that's going to get him some easy points. Possibly not a 3 just yet, but definitely a 2. Going to the hoop, maybe.
1 or 2 prayers being offered by the Valencia fans. They've come all the way from southern Spain. And at the moment, their team looks as though they're not going to return with the trophy. But stranger things have happened in basketball. There are 3 officials, led by Eddie Viator. The Frenchman discuss what is likely to happen next. Look at the faces, the glum faces of the Valencia fans. They're trailing by 7. Contrast that to the ecstatic looks on the faces of the Khimki fans. There they are, something like 4,300 fans here supporting Khimki, and only 200 supporting Valencia.
Well, I would opt for a Nick Canamedley setup here after about 3 or 4 seconds. Now they're setting up as if it's going to go to Martinez on the far side.
Just under 50 seconds remaining, 4th period.
Here's the double for Martinez. That's all they've got. There's no plan B.
No, here's Canamedley now. Desperation time for Valencia. Inside, he's fouled. He wanted the and 1 though, but he's only got 2 shots.
And Roy, you set up an out-of-bounds play. Yeah, you've got a plan A. That was Rafa Martinez. Where was the plan B coming up if that didn't work? And maybe that was the chance there for Canamedley to come up, step open.
Sergei Monio goes out and is replaced by Matt Nielsen. Sergei Monio's fouled out, in fact. And Matt Nielsen comes in, and I tell you what, he's a man for tight situations. He will dive on anything that's loose. Canamedley was forced to go right-handed there. That's terrific defense from Valencia. Hits the first, it's back to a 6-point game. Sergei Monio there. He's another man who grabs so many loose balls and rebounds for Khimki, Sergei Monio. But Nick Canamedley may get the MVP on the losing side. He's back to 5. It's still possible for Valencia. Khimki can't get the ball into play. They don't get the ball into play. Petrus goes inside and gets his shot blocked. Why didn't he dunk it? This will be an easy 2.
Oh, Valencia will be so upset there was no foul call.
Nielsen throws it down. Look at this. Why is that not a foul? Well,
where are we playing? Perhaps that's what Perasovic will say. Look at Perasovic. He's completely outraged.
Absolutely. Perasovic has lost it.
That had to be a foul. You let the players decide it.
Well, the Khimki fans are ecstatic because their team is leading by 7. It could have been 3. Yeah, everybody's... it's got a bit nasty now. Well, that was the steal, but there was a foul that was missed. A foul that was not called before that. Yeah, and the home fans don't like what they see from the Valencia officials.
I think they're starting the celebrations, Roy.
Well, Florent Petrus there having, that one Frenchman arguing with another Frenchman saying, "You've let us down, Eddie." I tell you what, there was a foul, but it wasn't called.
That's a shame. It's a shame. It's been a great season, a great Final Four, and to end in a little bit of controversy. There was a foul. There's no doubt about it. The referees have missed that one. You cannot jump in the air and make contact with a guy going to the hoop. But that's the result. You see, technical fouls.
Vitaly Fridzin on the foul line, just rubs it in. 76 plays 68.
Yeah, Florent Petrus has picked up a technical, Roy. It's his 5th he's done.
Yeah, the Valencia fans, let's say they're less than happy.
Hey, it's not often you see games where decisions like this are so critical, but that, you're right, Roy, that would have made it a 3-point game.
Well, it could have made it a 2-point game because there was a foul. It could have been a 3-point play. Well, Matt Nielsen rescues the pass, and Khimki throwing the ball around. Galabali rescues a loose ball as well. 8 seconds, it's a 9-point game. Coach Kurtenator celebrates. He's had a fantastic season, so indeed have Khimki. Okay, they're playing on their home court, and still the Valencia players are less than happy with the officials, but the captain of Khimki is Vitaly Fridzin. He will receive the Eurocup in a few seconds' time, and Khimki have won the 2012 Eurocup. They've beaten Valencia 77-68 in the final. Well, the players shake hands, and great sportsmanship being shown by both teams now. It got a little bit overheated about a minute or so ago when Florent Petrus thought he was fouled. But Chris Quinn, what a great last 5 minutes or so he had. He had to take responsibility when Zoran Planinic fouled out. And Quinn, the American, took control and really killed Valencia off from the foul line. Lonchar celebrates with Planinic. And remember, Kresimir Lonchar played through the pain there. He had what we thought was an overextended elbow and had to have a heavy bandage put on his elbow, but came back on with that bandage on. And the new dad will celebrate a winner's medal in the 2012 Eurocup. Well, we're going to have a chat now with Nick Canamedley.
Nick, you put in a fine individual performance there. At the end, it wasn't enough. It ended with a bit of controversy, but it was a great game, wasn't it?
I think at the end of the game, we lost our emotions a little bit. The referees, they did their best tonight, and sometimes it goes that way. Khimki played a great game. They had a great season. Hats off to them. They deserve it. I'm proud of our team, our coaches. We've worked really hard to get here, and somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, and tonight we lost, and obviously we're really disappointed about it.
You pushed hard in the third quarter, just going straight in and bringing it back. You took out, their playmaker, their key man, Planinic, and, things were working well for you.
Yeah, we were right there. We felt like we did what we needed to do to get back in the game there early, and then, late in the game, they made shots. I mean, they hit some really tough shots, at the end of the shot clock a couple times, and, that's what it takes to be a champion. And like I said, hats off, they deserve it.
Thanks very much for your time, Nick. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Great game from Nick Canamedley, and great sportsmanship shown as well. It was 66 all, and it looked odds on as though Valencia had done enough to win the game. They went 7 down then, scored a quick 2, and then stole the ball. Florent Petrus went to the hoop. There was a lot of contact, but there was no call, and the ball went the other end, and Matt Nielsen threw it down. The decisive 10 seconds or so in this game, and the home fans here in Khimki celebrating their first European trophy.
Marinas, I think you can be very proud of your team out there tonight.
I don't know, so I'm happy just that we won, because we fight it better than Valencia. So, and remember I told before the game, we have experience with this tough games. It was yesterday not so easy game, and today we have especially for this moment experience. I'm happy that our team show character again.
Which one is more important for you now? The retest, the first Eurocup title, or this one here tonight at home for Khimki?
It's the same important. It's the same. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm happy that we build a team, and this team it stays the champions of Eurocup. For sure, I have more ambitions next season to try to get a little bit better in EuroLeague. So we will see, but it's next season. So now I just happy that we won.
When Planinic was fouled out of the game, you had to change your tactics a little then.
Yeah, but remember I told before, we got like 5-6 guys who can take a leadership in the most important moments. So Chris Quinn to tonight, perfect. So yeah, for sure, everybody was good, but without Planinic we have some difficulties, but especially Chris, he helps us a lot.
Congratulations, Rivas. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, one of the statistics that's been lost in the melee there is that coach Rimas Kurtinaitis has won the Eurocup twice. 2 years ago he won it as coach to Lietuvos Rytas, and now he's won it with
Thomas, that was quite an intense confrontation, but you've won the Eurocup 2011-2012. Congratulations.
Thank you. Unbelievable game, unbelievable atmosphere. So proud of this team. I mean, this is such a rewarding feeling. You know, all the sacrifices that we've made. You know, to be able to come out on top when it's all said and done is just the best feeling. It just feels like everything was worth it. Everything was worth it.
There was a real tight end to it, you know, and well, the Valencia team weren't particularly happy with the refereeing, but I mean, you know, still, you can't blame the refereeing out there.
Not at all. I mean, anyone who thought this game was going to be anything but close was mistaken. This is, I mean, we knew it was going to go down to the wires. The two great teams. Valencia, they played great. They put their hearts out on the floor. Man, we were a little bit luckier. We came out on top, so I mean, great job to them, but I'm so proud of the guys.
And it's your second title, of course, you know, your second Eurocup. How does that feel?
Hey, man, I'm lost for words. It's just another trophy to my career. You know, one of the best memories I had was in 2010 with Valencia, and this is just adding to it. This is what it's all about for me. I don't care about any individual statistics, anything like that. Championships like this is what it's all about.
Go and enjoy victory with your teammates. Thanks so much, Thomas.
Thank you.
Another great fact there is that Thomas Kalati and Matt Nielsen as well, they won the Eurocup in 2010 with Valencia, and tonight they've won it with Khimki against Valencia. Some tears in the crowd, especially in the Valencia fans, and some glum looks on the faces there of the Valencia players, but we have the presentation now. First of all, to the runners-up, it's Valencia. Zoran Planinic there with the traditional net around his neck. The tradition in basketball, cut the net down, the winning team. Most valuable player of the final, Zoran Planinic, despite the fact that he fouled out, had a terrific influence. Fouls out in most games actually, but when he's on the court, well, hell of a player. The message on the back of those shirts: you believed and we won the Eurocup. Khimki, the Eurocup champions 2012. Kresimir Lonchar, what a great game he had. Playing through the pain, the new dad. Chris Quinn took responsibility when Planinic had fouled out. Matt Nielsen. And Nielsen won this competition twice now. Last time he was MVP. And some of the younger players. There's Zukanenko, a couple of big dunks. Michael Galabali will give him a block on that last play. Zoran Planinic, most valuable player. Galabali got one fabulous little tip in, really, that was one of the crucial plays in the dying seconds. Jordi Bertomeu presents the medal to a great coach, Rimas Kurtinaitis. And the assistant coaches and officials of Khimki received their medals as well. And Coach Kurtinaitis determined to build upon this success. He wants success in the EuroLeague as well. And who's to deny him that? Following in the footsteps of Unix Kazan, last year's winners, who've had a great EuroLeague season this year, and I'm sure Khimki will play their part in next season's Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Becomes the first coach to win 2 Eurocup titles, with Lietuvos Rytas in 2009 when he masterminded the Lithuanian team's win against, would you believe, Khimki. Well, the celebrations continue here, and you can see the Valencia team trooping off there, very disappointed. But they may be a EuroLeague team next year if they apply and go through the qualifying round. I'm sure they're good enough. And there's the Eurocup trophy presented to Khimki's captain, Vitaly Fridzin. Didn't have the best game tonight, but he hit a clutch 3 down the stretch. Vitaly Fridzin Great player, great member of the Russian national team, and the 2012 Eurocup finals winners. Khimki, also given their full title, Khimki, Moscow region. Well, Eurosport 2 really does enjoy taking pictures of the Eurocup ever since 2006 when Dynamo Moscow won it. We were in Charleroi, that was a fantastic final. Dynamo Moscow beat Aris, and then following year it was Real Madrid, then Juventus Badalona, Litovas Ritas, Valencia, Unix Kazan last year, and this year 2012 Khimki. The word was that this team was put together to win this competition, and they have achieved their aim. There's the Eurocup. Magnificent trophy. Sergio Monia being helped to his feet. He fouled out, but another real hard worker, real grafter in this Khimki team. And here we go, the coach is going to be bumped. He's a big lad, you know. That takes some doing, throwing him up in the air. Rimas Kurtinaitis, 51 years of age. Great player that he was. And who's to say he's not going to become a legend as a coach as well. Rimas Kurtinaitis, his trophy cabinet must be bulging. Probably needs an addition to it. The Khimki club can be proud of what they've achieved here. They've won the Eurocup 2012. They've given us great entertainment throughout the whole season. The Khimki dancers are absolutely brilliant, providing great entertainment, and they're mixing here with the team.
Well, there you have it. Khimki are the champions, 2011-2012. Andre, what did you make of that? I mean, that was a very intense end to this clash, but a deserved victory for Khimki, I believe.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate the Spanish fans. You know, well, I think Valencia did a great job fighting till the end, and just lose it right last minute. You know, last minute was horrible for Valencia team.
They came back in that third quarter, and they just showed, you know, as soon as Planinic got fouled out, I mean, it was intelligent play from the coach for the Valencia side, because they put Claver on him, and he drew 2 fouls, he went off, and they had to change their strategy at that point.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a scary moment for the Khimki at that point, but I think Vitaly Prizon and Launcher at the end, they did a pretty good job defensively. Get like a couple touches on the ball and, you know, stealing it, and get a touch to get somebody to steal it, and you know, they bring the win.
Valencia, maybe they can be guilty of making too many turnovers in the first half as well.
Yeah, I think it was last minute still. Couple crunch turnovers, you know, put them in a position that is 5-point ball game. That missed shot, it's a 7-point ball game. It's almost over.
It's always a question of having, you know, someone who can stand out of the crowd at that point. And the thing was that there wasn't just one player in that Khimki team. There were 5, and they were doing extremely well. And one of those 5 was this man behind me.
There you go.
Goran Planinic, who's the MVP. Come and join us, Zoran. There you go. Congratulations, you must be over the moon.
Thank you.
We're here with Andrei Kirilenko, of course. You know, he was watching you. You didn't play the last 6 minutes and 50 because you were fouled out, but what an important role you played in this match, in this victory.
Thank you. I knew we have to come out aggressive because Valencia play faster basketball. We knew we have to pressure them from the beginning, and that's what we do.
But they don't need them in the last 6 minutes. They've been good.
I think, yeah, you're right. I think today Chris Quinn did a terrible job. I think Vitaly hit some important shots, and overall it was a team win.
Did you expect such an intense battle? I mean, we saw both of you teams qualify in the semis yesterday, but that was massive out there tonight, wasn't it? There was a lot of really, really solid and attacking, good defensive play as well. I mean, it was intense.
I think everybody who loves basketball, I think it was a joy to watch basketball tonight. It was an unbelievable game. I think both teams came to play. I don't think it was a bad game. I think it was a game that final deserved, and I'm glad that we won.
We got a question for Zoran, Andre.
How are you going to play against us the next week? You get some time off to celebrate?
We're gonna celebrate the Russian way celebration. But you know, in Wednesday we have an important game coming against Lietuvos Litas in VTB. But I think always against CSKA we're gonna be ready. No matter how much we play, no matter how tired we are, against CSKA we're always ready.
There's a lot of rivalry between the Russian clubs, especially the top Russian clubs. And you actually you lost against Khimki in the league, of course. And you guys. So I mean, there's it's an interesting bit of niggling going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be right now Khimki in the first spot, so it's gonna be a crucial game for the CSKA. If we win, we are first. If we lose, we're second. We don't want to be second. We want to be first, and they want to be first. So that's competitive.
But you qualified for the Euroleague, which is obviously one of the very important elements to playing in the Eurocup. So it really is a double success out there. I mean, thinking ahead, the Euroleague. I mean, that's going to be massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be massive. But I want to say this: Russian basketball, they really deserve to have 2 spots in the Euroleague, because last 5 years the Russian basketball really expand. You don't have no more CSKA teams. You have at least 5-6 teams who are very good at the EuroLeague level. So I think a lot of people are going to see in the future the Russian league. And I think the Russian league really deserves to have a 2 place.
I agree. I'll take the second and third and fourth, every spot.
What's that around your neck? Is that a new kind of jewelry that you've got there, Zoran?
I started collecting this. Last year we beat CSKA in the final of the VTB League. I got 1. This year I got 1. I hope in May, end of the May, I'm going to get another one.
Oh, you get
Yes, and I hope not. Thank you very much.
I think someone from the team's celebrating his birthday today as well.
Yeah, Sergei Munya has a birthday. He's 29, and with this victory, we want to congratulate him.
I mean, that's fantastic. There's been some celebrations going on this week within the Khimki camp. Of course, Loncharo with his, becoming a father only a couple of days ago, and Monyo with his birthday. I mean, it just can't go wrong for you guys. I mean, what a fantastic way to end the weekend.
Yeah, it's a great week for the Khimki, and I hope it's going to continue. What else I can say?
Andre, maybe
congratulations.
Andre, you're going to change. You're going to, maybe sign on for Khimki. Now you see how successful they are.
I'm red and blue. I can't wear yellow. This is yellow. I can't wear yellow. Sorry, guys. I love Khimki. I will cheer for them, but not when they play at CSKA.
Just one last question for you, Andre. Your future, CSKA. What are you going to be doing next?
We haven't finished season yet. We have to finish season first, and then summertime. Always a lot of talk. So then we're going to decide.
Oh, he's not giving anything, is he?
Yeah.
He just won't give anything away.
Quiet in here.
Well, thanks very much, Andrei Kirilenko. It's been an absolute pleasure. Of course, you've got some action with your CSKA team. Thank you very much, Zoran. Congratulations, MVP for Khimki. Eurocup 2011-2012 champions. Thanks so much. Well, all of the commentators have been doing a sterling job. Of course, Jean-Marc Stabler, we've had Benoit and Arnaud Larocque, and all of the journalists, all of the production team back in Paris, here in Khimki, have made this possible, all live on Eurosport 2. Of course, we've been covering this once again. It's been a success, but the success also belongs to Khimki. Congratulations to them. They produced a fantastic Final Four here on home court. From me, Robin Ock, and from everybody here in Russia, goodbye. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.